So hello class. So before starting the next topic of the structure of atom chapter, actually we have I have a question, two different questions from the different students. So let us discuss about this question. Then will be, if the time will be remain, we'll discuss about the topic of the chapter. And the question is, the first question is, mass of ammonia in the grams produced by 2.8 kilogram of nitrogen reacts with 1 kilogram of hydrogen. So let's discuss first this question. To solve this question, you have to write the equation first. And the equation is hydrogen gives out ammonia. Hydrogen gives out ammonia. So look at the process. Just try to write the atomic mass of nitrogen below the nitrogen. Atomic mass, that is 28 gram. Atomic mass should be written in the gram. Hydrogen 2 and 6 gram. And ammonia that produced is actually, you can see the 14 370 is 34 gram. So concept is 28 gram nitrogen combined with 6 gram hydrogen to produce 34 gram of ammonia. And now the question is 2.8 kilogram 2.8 kilogram 2.8 kilogram of nitrogen. Kilogram of nitrogen, 1 kilogram of nitrogen. Then what will be the ammonia? First, convert 2.8 kilogram into gram, and the gram will be 2,800, 1,000. That is all about the question. The nitrogen given 2,800 gram, the hydrogen given 1,000 gram, and you have to solve what will be the mass of ammonia produced in gram. So first discuss about this. Look at the concept. What is there? 6 gram required 28 gram. 6 gram required 28 gram. Class. So first you have to find out which one is limiting reagent. I always try to explain during the calculation based on equation. First you have to find out which one of them is limiting reagent. That will decide the product quantity. That will decide the quantity of product. So look at the concept. 6 gram required 28 gram. So 1,000 gram. What amount of 1,000 gram required? So concept is 6 gram, 28 gram, 1 gram. 28 upon 6, 1,000 gram. 28 upon 6 into 1st you have to find out if 6 gram required 28 gram to produce ammonia, because the reaction is confirmed. So 1 gram must be required. 28 by 6 unitary method class at level. So 1,000 gram required. 28 by 6 into 1,000 and multiply the value. What will be the value you are getting? Anyone? Multiply the value. What will be the exact value? 28 divided by 6. The value is 4,000 666.66. Look at the value. Look at the value. 1000 gram hydrogen actually required 4666.66 gram nitrogen. But we have only nitrogen this much amount. We have nitrogen only this much amount. So it is confirmed now. Now it is confirmed nitrogen is present in the limiting reagent. Nitrogen is present in the limited amount. So first always try to clear the concept which one is a limiting. What amount is given, that is not necessary to join the product. Whatever the amount is given, that is not necessary. All the value will be combined and gives you a product. Actually, product always depend upon the value which is completely consumed. That is called limiting reagent. So students, focus on that. Focus on that. Limiting one. 1000 gram hydrogen required 4666 gram nitrogen, but we have only 2800 gram nitrogen. It means nitrogen is present in the limited amount, and for that we have to be calculate the mass of ammonia depend upon the nitrogen actually. So look at the case 28 gram. Now relate the question. 28 gram nitrogen produce 34 gram ammonia. 28 gram nitrogen produce 34 gram ammonia. So 2800 gram nitrogen will produce. Look at the value. 28 easily calculated now. Easily calculated. So let's calculate mass of ammonia. Mass of ammonia will be 34 upon 28 into 2800. Mass of ammonia will be, okay, fine. So value 100 and null will be 3400 gram. Look at the value. It's a very easy question actually. The question was very easy because question based on the stoichiometric numerical. This is called stoichiometric numerical. This is called stoichiometric numerical. Amount of mass, some amount of given, some amount to be calculated, and but before calculation, the concept of limiting reagent should be cleared. Concept of limiting reagent should be clear. That is the first question. Let's move toward the second one. If you wish, then you can take a screenshot. What it? Next question. Next question is, from NCERT 1.34. A welding fuel gas contains carbon and hydrogen only. We have a gas, welding gas, carbon and hydrogen only. Carbon and hydrogen only. Burning a small quantity, small sample of it, burning a small sample of it in oxygen gives 3.38 gram carbon dioxide, 0.69 gram of water, and no other product. So burning a small sample, X, suppose gas is X that will produce, react with oxygen, will produce CO2 and water. CO2 and water, and the value is 3.38 gram carbon dioxide, 0.69 gram water, and no other product. This is the question. Now the question again, there's something more given here. Volume of 10 liter at STP, 10 liter at STP of this welding gas is found to weight 11.6 gram. 11.6 gram. Calculate empirical formula, molar mass of the gas and molecular formula. Empirical formula, molar mass and molecular formula of the gas. So question is about, we have a systematic prediction given. One gas having some carbon and hydrogen only. We are not knowing the gas, which gas is. React with oxygen to produce CO2 and water in this amount, And mass of the gas at STP, 10 liter volume of a gas at STP is 11.6 gram. So first, with the help of this above question, you have to find out the value of oxygen, and that gas. What amount of we are having? We are having CO2 and water. Look at the value. It is confirmed now. According to the mass of conservation, it is confirmed that the sum of this value must be equal to the sum of this value. Sum of 3.38 and 0.69 must be equal to the sum of X plus O2, because mass will be equal in both sides. According to conservation, mass will be equal. So what amount of CO2 and water produced in total? So first try to calculate the total mass of CO2 and water with the help of the given value, and compare the mass of oxygen in each of the cases. If we can get the mass of oxygen from the data, we can get the mass of 3.44. Okay. This is the total mass of the product. Mass of oxygen given or not in the question. Okay, fine. Student, one more hint is given here now. 10 liter of the gas at STP is 11.6 gram. 10 liter at STP is equal to 11.6 gram. So we can guess the molar mass of the gas. Molar mass of the gas means, hello? Molar mass of the gas means? Look at the box here. Molar mass of the gas. Molar mass equal to 1 mole, and 1 mole equal to 22.4 liter. So if the mass of the 10 liter is equal to 11.6, so what will be the mass of 22.4 liter of the same gas? Unitary method. Mass of 10 liter is equal to 11.6. So mass of 22.4 liter will be, that will be 11.6 upon 10. 11.6. So 22.4 into 11.6 upon 10, and that will be molar mass of the gas in gram. So with the help of this given here, first calculate the molar mass of the gas. Molar mass of the gas. Calculate it. What will be the value? Molar mass of the gas 22.4 into 11.6 upon 10. I think 26. So molar mass of the gas is 26. So student, now we can guess it. 3 things are given here now. 3 questions are given. First is what is empirical formula, molar mass and molecular formula. Now we are having a molar mass of the gas, that is 26 gram. So gas must be, because molar mass of the gas that should have equal to the 26 is acetylene gas. That is acetylene gas. So gas is, we have a gas is acetylene. We can get the molecular formula. We can get the molecular formula. C2H2. Now we can calculate the percentage composition. The one thing that is necessary to calculate percentage composition. Mass can be obtained by the help of this given hint, that is 26 gram. Actually, I can identify on the basis of my knowledge also, na? Welding gas, carbon hydrogen only, molar mass is 26, so gas must be C2H2. But you have to be identify this gas on the basis of empirical formula. So if you don't miss, then don't try to write that C2H2. You just go and solve. You just go and solve first the percentage composition of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. Percentage composition. Percentage composition. What is the composition of CO2? Class, what is the composition of CO2? In CO2, what is the composition of oxygen? Let's try this one. See, molar mass of CO2 is 44 gram. Out of 44, 12 gram carbon, 32 gram oxygen. So question will be like this: if 44 in CO2, 44 gram is molar mass, so carbon present 12 gram and oxygen present 32 gram. So just find out the percentage composition of 30 oxygen. Same percentage composition will be present in the 3.38 also. What percentage of oxygen in 44, same percentage will be in 3.38 also. So just take out the percentage of oxygen from the CO2. Same way, in water, 18 gram gives you 2 gram hydrogen and 16 gram oxygen. So just take out the percentage of oxygen here also. That will leaves you percentage of hydrogen in water and percentage of carbon in CO2. And the same percentage must be combined here also in the terms of X. So just calculate on the basis of what percentage of oxygen in CO2 in 44 gram, same percentage will be 3.38 gram. What percentage of oxygen in water, same percentage will be 0.69 gram. So what amount remain? What amount remain here? After removing oxygen, what amount remain here? What amount remain here? And both will be together gives you the value of X. Both will gives you the value of X. Don't find out what I'm saying, don't get it. Oxygen, percentage of oxygen here also, here is, what is the percentage of oxygen? 72.2, fine, 72.2. So percentage of carbon will be 27.8. Percentage of carbon will be, I think, 27.8 now. It means carbon present in the 27.8 percentage in 44 gram, same percentage will be in 3.38 also, because both are the amount of CO2. Percentage and ratio will not be changed. So same percentage will be in 3.38. So mass of carbon will be 27.8 percentage in 3.38. That will be the mass of carbon. That will be the mass of carbon, and same way you have to calculate the mass of hydrogen in 0.69. This will be the mass of X. This will be the mass of X. Mass of X will be mass of carbon calculated here, and mass of hydrogen calculated here. Both together will be mass of X, and remain will be mass of oxygen according to conservation law. So when we get the mass of X, when we get mass of X, we can get the percentage composition also. We can get the percentage composition also. So I am concluding my lecture here also. Here only. If there will be problem again, we'll again clear. We'll again clear if there will be problem. Okay, don't worry.